EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. In motion right is Smith. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And Hurts going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he gets it down to the 32.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8th play in this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, Coach, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 3.
Now Geno.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now Geno on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Seahawks nothing.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Throwing now is Geno. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll run right here with Swift. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Motion left, Smith. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And an explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And his pass incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing this.
There he goes, right side.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Breaks a tackle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Second and 6. They go play action with Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are once again back in front.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And Walker once more.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
But first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio that once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Back to Walker on first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And going right back to Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And now Smith going to change the play. Here's Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now they'll audible to something else. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he is the football. Great performance so far.
3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Reagor, the man in motion. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. Reagor catches it left side.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That yardage that they needed there for the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase
and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Second down and 8. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the side.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Playoff lives at stake. Well, this is a big one. 3rd down.
They'll buy some time late.
Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long.